Well, this is
But dark, ain't I?
you're good. This is a impromptu podcast, everyone. Well, not even a podcast, just an update with Javier. We just he was out having a Sunday and realized that Khabib was pulled off an airplane very unfairly, and we know he's a true gentleman and he handles things. And we've since heard a bunch of stories and kind of getting down to the nitty gritty. It wasn't Alaskan Airlines. It was another air. It was Frontier, at Fly Frontier. So you probably saw stories with Alaska Airlines already.
I saw a story with Alaska, American. And then you said Frontier, and I go, how'd you get Frontier? And then you said you saw the ticket. So
I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm like, really, really, it's like here it is. It's a Frontier ticket.
Okay, all right. Well, this happened last week, right?
This happened today, I think.
Today?
Yeah. I mean, I woke up and I saw this today.
Oh, no, the news happened today, but wasn't this last week from maybe when they were coming from Utah? Where's the destination?
He just posted it today. Let's see, Las Vegas to SFO, gate 3:22 p.m. Yeah, that's probably today.
Oh,
yes. Well, no, that would be too recent because that would be exactly your time right now, right?
Yeah. No, so bro, I think this is when he was coming from Utah after either going to skiing or coming back from skiing.
Okay, so that's what happened. Because the story's gone out of hand. Like he was flying to LA and he's taking off the airplane and
no, he walked out. The video shows him clearly walking out on his own. The video that I saw clearly states that they asked me if I spoke English. I said yes. I was able to assist. Who complained about me? And they said the two stewardess are not comfortable with you. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to basically change seats or you're gonna have to leave. So he just walked out, didn't say nothing, didn't complain, and just walked out. He didn't say nothing to me. If it happened last week, he didn't say a peep. He didn't say nothing. So obviously, it's just something he looks at. That's just the way it is with people, and he moved on. I don't think he made a big deal about it. But
I think it was yesterday because this was posted 15 hours ago. Yeah,
he might have posted it yesterday, but did it happen yesterday?
I think so.
Yeah, well, I was with him in the morning. I was with him in the morning. I was there with him till 12 a.m. I mean p.m. when the fighter training was over. Did it happen then?
I'm gonna see. Let's see. Okay, so here it is. Here's the video, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it from the beginning. See if we can. Hopefully, we can hear it.
And there's Islam Mamedov right next to him, who speaks a lot less English than he does.
Right.
But look what the difference is. Khabib is wearing a hoodie, protecting himself. Okay, Islam's wearing a hat, so they're worried about him because he's wearing a hat. But he's a superstar.
Yeah, over 30 million followers.
40. Okay, so just on Instagram.
We're not allowing you to sit there, or you have to get off this plane.
Why? They're not comfortable with him. Boy, this is really bad on them. It's not fair.
And they said yes. I understand that, but it's also off of their judgment. I'm not going to do this back and forth. I will call a supervisor. You can either take a different seat, or we can go ahead and escort you off the plane.
So they're saying you can pick a different seat, or we're going to escort you off the plane.
Bro, racial profiling at its highest point. Do you see how nice he is becoming? He's not being confrontational. He's not doing nothing. They're screwed, dude. They are really, really screwed by that. They're gonna have to issue a big giant apology. Then, like I mentioned, another website podcast, they should be able to give to the LA fire victims fund. They really screwed this up majorly, bro. This is not acceptable. There's nobody in the world that can watch this video and say, oh, Khabib was acting irrational. He was doing nothing irrational. He said, they asked if I speak English. He said, yes. They asked if I can assist. He said, yes. What is the problem? And then she's already telling, we're not going to get into a debate with you. What they should have did is they should have just said, please, sir, can you take off your hoodie?
Could
And
be.
that's it. And then it said, and then he would have said, I'm a celebrity athlete star. I don't want people to recognize me. And then let's see how they would react it. Can you imagine if they knew who they were talking to? If they knew who they were talking to, how their reaction would be then? They wouldn't say nothing. They would just say, sir, thank you, no problem. We're glad to have you on our plane. It's an honor to see you. That's what they would have done. But no, they racial profiled him. They just looked at him and they thought he was suspicious. They're not comfortable. What do you mean they're not comfortable? When you check through, they don't they check you to see you have nothing on you? What's he gonna do? Go crazy? And he's in the freaking emergency section. What's he gonna open up the door? It's like crazy. I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure it happened yesterday, but I thought it might have happened last week because I see Islam Mavadov with him, and Islam Mavadov and him, they went skiing last week to Utah. So I'm assuming that's when it happened, but I could be wrong.
We'll tie it down. Everybody's watching this, go like, how come you guys don't know? Like, well, because Khabib doesn't complain about, doesn't call you and go, hey, you know what happened, coach?
He didn't say nothing to me. And if I call him, he won't even answer the phone. He hardly ever answers his phone because he gets so many calls. So I'll know exactly from him if I ask him. If I don't ask him, he's not going to say nothing to me. He's not going to go, coach, you know what happened to me? He's going to not say nothing. He just look at it like it's in God's will that this happened, and I just have to adjust and do the right thing. And it looked to me from another video I saw, all he did was he got up. He walked gently. He got his luggage and he walked out. And Islam Mavadov did the same thing. Followed suit. Went in. Opened up his baggage upstairs. On the top where you have your luggage. And he took his luggage and he went out. That's it. So he didn't cause any rift. He didn't cause no problems. They did. They did all the problems. So they didn't want him sitting there.
Well, watch him be all calm here. I'll play it through.
Which one are we doing? Okay, I'll call a supervisor and then we're going to have to rebook you for a different flight. Josh, do you copy?
You see, he's not even angry. There's no anger in him, nothing.
Yeah. I have no idea who they're talking to either. The person filming is over there.
See, that's Islam Mavadov getting his stuff. And they just walk it out. They didn't ask him to leave. They just want the stuff. And see, they're not, I don't know if this was yesterday or today. I thought it was last week, but I could be wrong because we're all supposed to be driving tomorrow to Los Angeles for the fights.
Yeah. So you saw him this morning?
No, yesterday morning. I saw him till 12. I left at 12.
Okay, this could have been right after that. Possibly, because I'm looking at Khabib's post. It's his post was it's an hour ago. That was not him. This post right here shows, an hour ago. So must have been yesterday.
What did Khabib say anything personally? I don't see him going off on nobody.
Well, I'll share what he had right here. He doesn't say anything. He just walks off all peacefully. I'll share you his post. We'll take a look at that. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I mean, I'll read it out too. So where did that go? Like, come on. People try to make more and more and more out of everything. Let's see if that's showing. Okay, so what he's saying here, Javier, is he said, first of all, I want to clarify because people were reporting that it was Alaskan airline and people were like yelling at Alaska. So he realized that. So he's being a gentleman like, hey, that's not appropriate. And he goes, it was Frontier, And then what he says is, he goes, the lady who comes to me with questions was very rude from the beginning, even though I speak very decent English, which we can both attest to.
Yeah, of course.
And can understand everything and agreed to assist. She will insist on She still insists on removing me from my seat. What was the base for this? Racial, national, or other one? I'm not sure. But after 2 minutes of conversation, she called security and I was deplaned and this aircraft, after 1.5 hours, I boarded another airline one and left for my destination. Did my best to stay calm and respectful, as you can see in the video, but those crew members could do better next time and just be nice to clients.
That's beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Yeah. What a gentleman, right?
Yeah. What else do you say?
That was it. That was it.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah, see, he's not one to go crazy on that. He's not one. He's not that guy. He's not
a victim.
Sue you, I'm taking you to court. But I'm saying they should make amends. They should at least issue an apology to him. Not a worldwide apology, because if they don't, they're basically their airlines is Frontier Airlines. You're going to lose a lot of money. You better do the right thing. and Alaska, American Airlines, it's like, keep doing the great job you're doing, but Frontier, you better do the right thing and apologize for the unprofessionalism of your people. And it's clear as day they were unprofessional, because he answered all the questions that were being asked of him in a very calm manner. So what is the reason why you want him moving from that seat? There is zero reason why you should tell him we feel uncomfortable with you. Why? Because I'm wearing a hoodie, because I'm a celebrity athlete. That's why. And I don't want people to know me. And this, I'm saying this is what they should have done. Can you please take off your hoodie? And at that point, he could have said, I don't feel comfortable with that because I'm so-and-so, and I don't want people to know that it's me. Everybody understands that. Celebrities all do that, because once they get recognized, then all of a sudden they get hounded. So and then let me ask you this, then what do you think would have happened? What do you think would have happened had they realized who they were talking to? They were talking to a famous athlete. Would they have treated him the same way? No.
No, I think they would have done a 360, a 180. But I also, it's weird because I fly a lot. I flew 23 times last year, right? And when I was going through flying this Christmas, the airlines, you could tell they were extra strict at security in a couple other places. And I think sometimes these people fall in love with the power of their jobs. That's it. I'm not going to hear nothing from you. Let's go. I mean, they pull this, and they would do that to almost, it's not making an excuse, but like they get in love with their power in that position.
Yeah.
It's like they've been awarded too much, and they would do it. I could see him kicking a famous basketball player off the airplane.
You know what just happened recently? I was just told from a friend of mine that a famous football player, very famous football player, they won many awards, I guess for I don't know, for yards or whatever, but a very famous football player just recently was in an airplane, and he had some discussions with somebody, a steward on the plane, and basically the steward, he came out of the airplane and he got arrested because the steward said that he hit him. And the videos clearly showed he did nothing of the sort. So basically, this famous football player is suing the airline. I mean, what do you think about that one? I mean, someone accused him of hitting him, so they arrested him right. And he was with his family. They arrested him, and now he's suing them. Oh man, they're gonna pay. They're going to pay because they clearly showed he didn't do anything. He tapped the guy in the shoulder for some particular reason, but the guy said he hit him.
Well, it's also the thing. It's like, I'm just devil's advocating. I mean, I'm mad that this happened to Khabib. That's not cool. He's a great person. He didn't deserve that. I think like, he's flying with his friends. Frontier is an airline that has no first class. It's the low price leader. You know what I mean? It's like the most cramped seats you could buy in any airline out there, from what I understand. So it's the discount airline.
Spirit is another one. Spirit, I'll never go Spirit ever, 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 ever. Don't care. They're cool looking yellow planes, but they're as yellow as they are. They're so cramped and so uncomfortable, and it's not a price reduction because when you go in there, all the backpacks and everything that you normally can carry on for free, you pay for them. So at the end of the day, when you realize what you just did, you ended up spending more, and you flew a crappy airlines, Spirit Airlines. So I'm sorry, that's my 2 cents on them. Don't ever go Spirit unless you have to. If you have to, okay, fine. But if you don't go Southwest, go Alaska, go American, go United. Don't go Spirit. And now I definitely will never touch Frontier. Never.
Yeah, it's one of those things. There's not really no remedy. Like, oh, we'll give you a complimentary first class. We don't have one, so we can't even, on that side. But I'm glad he's.
They all have even apology. That's all I can say.
I agree, and I'm glad that he's okay and he's on the mission. Is, by the way, since I got you here, any word on changing venues because of this fire in LA?
No, we're leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going by bus. All of us. I'm meeting at a destination, and then we're gonna go from there at 11. So we'll be on our way to the venue tomorrow.
So it's going to be the same venue, the same.
As far as I know, it is. Yes.
I was looking around when I was watching the fires. I go, wow, we just did the podcast and this fire, but it was burning up the Palisades in Hollywood, but not the other place is quite a distance away, I believe.
I don't know. I don't know where we're at. I just know that this is a major catastrophe. I feel so bad for all the people that have lost their homes. But what about the ones that lost their lives? And then there's that one live video that guy that did an Instagram post, poor guy, and he showed all the flames around him and his dog, and there was another friend in there with him, I guess. And I was hoping that they got out, so I was talking to Habib. I go, "Hey, did you see the fire?" He goes, "Yes, coach." I go, "Man, there was a guy on there that showed on Instagram," and he goes, "Yeah, he didn't make it." I went, oh man, that's
Wow.
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, bro, and it's Mother Nature, man. Mother Nature.
Yeah. 100-mile-an-hour winds.
You don't beat Mother Nature, man.
Man, it's just time to get away for there's no trees. Well, good luck to you tomorrow, Hav, and have a safe trip out there and keep your eyes.
Right.
Stay away from cheap airlines, and hopefully you're okay.
Stay away from Frontier Airlines. That's for damn sure. Until they issue an apology. That's what I say. Stay away from them. And Spirit too, only because Spirit is a scam.
Too small. Ride a bicycle instead.
Well, they charge you extra on other things. That's why they make up so they're not cheaper. They act like they are, but they're not cheaper.
The lost leader. Hey, your seat's only $199. Your suitcase is $399.
They make you pay like $100, and I don't remember how much, but they made me pay extra for my carry-ons that normally are free on Southwest. They made me pay extra, so I believe I paid. I want to say $120. This was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In my air flight, because the management booked my air flight. So I'm thinking, oh, no big deal. It's a cool looking plane. I went down there and it doesn't fit. You have to pay. And I'm like, what? I just didn't complain. I just paid. But I think it was $120 for two carry-ons that normally are free with any other airline. They've been free with Southwest always. Southwest seems to be about the best ever as far as, economy that I've ever been on. They're the best.
It's funny. My brother was in Europe, and like our carry-ons, most airlines, United, American, all of them, yeah, they fit in the overhead, right? And you could go a week. You could put a week's worth of clothing in that if you needed. So I get to Europe, and I'm watching people's carry-ons, and they're the size of a small purse or a lunch pail on wheels. I mean, a third of what we got. And I see that intimidating thing, like if it doesn't fit here, you can't bring it on. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. Yeah. And I get around that thing a bunch of times and didn't have to worry about it. But man, yeah, there's some Spirit Airline versions in Europe too.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But I just will never fly those two airlines. I never flew Frontier anyway, so now I never will.
Yeah. Well, did you watch the fights the other night or no?
No, I tried to watch them and I couldn't. I tried to join Fight Pass again and I screwed up. My annual membership expired, and so I didn't get to watch it. I heard Mackenzie Dern won, and she got a rematch against Amanda Rivas,
Mhm.
and but I didn't see it. But I guess she got her in a pretty good submission, And good for her. Mackenzie Dern's must-watch TV.
That was a good one, Hav. Well, you have a good day. Looks like you're out in the sun. The sun's set over here, so I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
Yeah.
You have a good one, buddy. I'll talk to
All
you
right,
soon.
man. We'll talk. Okay, bye-bye. All right,
Bye.
bye.